Task 3B, we're continuing the Edpuzzle that we are editing. So right now what we're going to do is we are going to add some questions and we're going to find a place to put a multiple choice question and we're going to create some feedback for students. So under questions, we're going to find a place to do a multiple choice question. So go ahead and pause this video and play your own Edpuzzle to see where a good place to put a multiple choice question would be. So I watched my video and I decided that I want to put a multiple choice question here. So is everyone born able to do math? Okay, and I could put yes and a no as my options. Now, the most important part of this, well, first of all, you have to make sure you mark the correct answer. So a check means it's correct, an X means it's the wrong answer. So I want to check for yes and an X for no. Okay, I can give feedback. So students will see this feedback as soon as they answer the question. So they have that immediate know whether the question was right or wrong, and they can think about it. So if they answered yes, I might say, excellent. You are exactly correct. Everyone is born with the ability to do math. And maybe for no, I might say some feedback like, this is a common thought. Many people think they are not math people. This is not true. Your brain grows when you practice. So whatever feedback you want to tell them, and as soon as they answer this question, they will see that feedback. If you need to go back to the question, you could see that question answer choice, or you could click back to feedback. So you can flip between them by pressing this button. Okay. I could make extra answer choices if I wanted. I could add extra feedback if I'd like. Okay, and then I click save. So just like before, it's going to back us up a couple of seconds. Okay, and then we're going to pop it open. So students will see the option of yes or no. And then once they answer, they'll see your feedback. So I've gone through my whole video and I made sure that I put in all the questions I want. Make sure you pause your video and make sure you put in the questions you want. Okay, now that I'm done, I'm going to press finish. Okay, and I'm ready to assign it. So this time, instead of assigning it to a Google Classroom, I'm going to add a new class. Okay, so this is going to be how to learn math, or I could make this math club if I want. Honestly, it does not matter. Okay, so there are two types of classes. There's a classic type and an open type. So the classic type says, if you can't live without videos in your lessons, this class type is for you. When your students log in or sign up, you'll get the most analytic Edpuzzles has to offer. Store your students' progress across all videos in one place. Yes, I love the data. So I'm going to choose this classic type and we're going to create. Okay, just like before, I can set my due dates. So maybe I'm going to start this on Monday. And I'm going to end it on start it on Monday. And I'm going to end it on Friday. And this time I want it to end at 4 o'clock. And click save. Okay, just like before, I want to prevent skipping. And this time I'm not posting it on a Google Classroom. And you'll notice I can't toggle this because this class that I just created is not attached to a Google Classroom. You can only do that on classrooms that have the Google Classroom icon. Once I've got my settings all set up, I'm going to click Assign. And then I'm going to share out this assignment. So I'm going to click Share Assignment. So when I click Share Assignment, I get a link. And I can email this link to students in my math club. I could send it down on a remind, whatever I want to do. And when students click on this link, they will automatically join the class. So let's look at what it looks like on the student end. So here's the here's the link to the assignment. and I'm signed in as my son on this account. So when he goes to the link, it will have him sign in with Google. Okay, and it found my course. It will have them join the class automatically and then immediately start playing the video. So he can go ahead and play it. Notice that he can't how to learn jump ahead. Did you see that message that he just got over here? It said locked. Let me show you that again. How to learn math. We're going to be taking this Joe Bowler. Look, it says locked. Okay, so he can't jump ahead, but he can see all of the to-do lists that he is going to have to do on this end. He also sees the due date up at the top. So he just got to the note, and notice that he can either rewatch the section or he can continue. But look, the continue button is grayed out because he hasn't listened to my note. Make sure you pay really good attention to Joe Bowler. He's got some great ideas and some important things you need to know about your brain. So you can't actually, kids can't actually keep going until they actually listen to your note, and then the continue button becomes live.
And I'm joined by my...
So I just got to the point where my multiple choice question is. I can go ahead and rewatch it if I want. I can jump straight to the question. So here's the question. Is everyone able to do math? So let's say, oh, and notice how my answer choices are scrambled. So if I say no and submit, okay, I can see what the feedback was for each one. So yes, the answer was excellent. That was my feedback there. And no, this is a common thought. Okay, so you can see the feedback for all of them, and it immediately tells you if it was correct or incorrect. Something else I want you to notice is that as I'm watching the video, if I switch to another tab, so I'm going to open this tab, you can hear that the video stopped.
Everyone can do really